Oh, hi guys. Thanks for joining me today. I am in my dining room and let's just say this girl is having second thoughts. I'm having second thoughts on my hanging ladder. Why, you ask? I'll tell you why. I took a step back and I looked up there and I thought, oh, you look so beautiful hanging ladder, but it's just too much. It's too much. Can you believe I'm saying that? Something must be wrong with me today. And what it is I think my chandelier and the ladder are competing for attention. And you just don't know, your eyes don't know where to look. It's like, do I look at the chandelier? Do I look at the ladder? Do I look at the chandelier? Do I look at the ladder? And when my eyes do that, I'm like, nope, not working, not working. Something has to change. Now, when I look at a vignette or any kind of decor, if my eyes move around pleasantly, like, oh, then I know I like something. But when my eyes are going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, that's telling me I don't know where to look and it's not working. Are any of you like that? You know what it is? That's telling me there's too much chaos. So we need to break it down and take some of the chaos away. So you see, I have a couple of plans. I have a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C. Oh yes, we must have a backup to the backup to the backup plan. Plan A, take the candle chandelier down. Plan B, bring back the original chandelier, weave the chain through the ladder, feed it up to the electrical outlet, turn it on, and see if it illuminates the florals that are up there and let's see if it makes it look like a spring sunrise. Yeah, let's try it. Plan C, bring in a shop light, clamp it onto the ladder, spotlight some of the florals, conceal this so it really doesn't show, and bring in some light. We can try that too. We've got options here, peeps. We might as well throw in an option D, and that is take everything down, let the ladder speak for itself and the florals, and let that be the focal point. There's that option too. Drop a comment down below and let me know which option you think I'm gonna go with. Option A, B, C, or D. So I know you guys are all here for the decorating, so I promise we're gonna get to that in just a moment. But I do wanna share a funny quick story with you because this is actually what triggered me to wanna take the candle chandelier down. So this is how my story begins. So Monday, I had just wrapped up filming my video and I was in the dining room. I had my light bar. I have two light bars. I had camera equipment. I had baskets of decor that I bring up from my basement storage room where I can plug and play. Sometimes I'll have new items that I've purchased, and as I'm filming, I'll pull the new tags off those items, and the tag lands where it may, and I will clean up afterwards. But when I'm filming, behind the scenes, peeps, it can be a complete disaster zone. You won't know it, but I know it. And so that is kind of what happened Monday. I got a little crazy and it was a little messy, and the doorbell rings. The doorbell rings. And I go to the door and it's the president of the HOA standing there with papers in hand and a pen. And he basically says that he's here for our signatures because apparently someone in the neighborhood wants to start a home business and they are trying to block them from being able to bring in commercial vehicles in and out. For example, a paving business. We don't want a commercial business being run out of our neighborhood and commercial trucks coming in and out because it's wear and tear on our roads. It's wear and tear on people's yards because those big trucks sometimes have to pull over to make room for other cars coming through. Anyway, it's a long story. But anyway, he was there for our signature because there's a meeting tonight, I guess, and they're going to vote on it. So I was like, okay, well, why don't you give me the information and I'll look it over and I'll decide whether or not we're going to sign it. He came right in the house without me even inviting him in. He basically just walked in. I'm like, what are you doing? What? Anyway, he comes in the house and I'm like, where do I take him? I'm like, he went right towards the dining room and it was a complete disaster. I nearly died. I was like, oh my gosh, he's gonna think something weird's going on because I had light bars all, you know, filming stuff everywhere. So I was like, I'm a small YouTuber and I do decorating. I have a decorating channel, so please excuse the mess. And then I looked down on the floor and I'm like, oh my gosh, he probably thinks we're romper room over here. There was like tags and home decor stuff set out everywhere. Anyway, so embarrassing. The gist of the story is I went to go turn some lights on. It wasn't nearly enough light for me to even read the paperwork. So you guys want to know what I did? I had to turn my light. Here's my light ring right here. I had to turn it and face it down towards the table so I could read the literature. It was so embarrassing and it really made me think, girl, you need some light in here. This is ridiculous. Lamps are just not cutting it. We've got to change it. So anyway, that's why I'm thinking about bringing back the chandelier. But again, I don't know if it's going to compete with the ladder the way the candle chandelier is. So anyway, option A, B, C, or D. Let's see where I go with this. All right, well, here's my hanging ladder, and I just wanted to show you this before I get busy with my ideas. So excuse my light ring over there, but anyway, this is what I'm talking about. This, with all of this, is just too much. So if you take this away, it actually looks really pretty. Plus, I think it will open the space up so you can see the cute rooster picture and everything right there. I have clipped a light, what is that called? A shop light up there, and it's really illuminating those florals beautifully. Plus, it's casting a pretty shadow over there, and I'm really, really liking it. So I think I'm gonna take the chandelier down and we're gonna see how that looks. Now, to be honest, I think if I didn't have all the florals up there, the chandelier looks really cute with just the ladder and then a few items up top for visual interest. But with all these florals going on, it's not working. Now, I had a few people ask me, how did I hang my candle chandelier onto the ladder? So what I did was I took the chain up there and I just wrapped it around the ladder. And then let me go over to the other side so you can see how I attached it. And then basically there's like a little hook up there and I just hooked it to another chain. So it's not gonna go anywhere. See? And then the chandelier just drops right down. Another gloomy, rainy day. So that's why the lighting's bad again. Okay guys, we're gonna scrap option C. We're kind of skipping around here, but it's just not working for me and I can't seem to conceal the light. So we're gonna try installing the chandelier, which is option B. And so far I'm really liking it, but I feel like if we're gonna go with option B, we need to make a few adjustments. What we need to do is trim up the garland that's hanging down for two reasons. One, we want to avoid a fire hazard. We don't want the garland hanging down and heating up and causing a fire. And number two, we want to open the space up so things don't look so crazy and chaotic. It looks so much better now, and now my eyes are happier. And look at the beautiful shadows it casts on the ceiling. It's almost like artwork in itself. I love it. So you can see just how much garland I cut off. And I really think that made the biggest difference. And the best part, we have light. Sometimes you have to be practical, and I desperately needed light in this room. It's just far too dark without a chandelier, but we were able to center it, so it's centered on the table, and now the key is we might just get a dimmer switch on it, and I think that will be really pretty. But I hope you guys can see. Look at the shadows it casts up above. I want you to check out the shadows on the ceiling. Is that not beautiful? When the chandelier is on, this is what you see up on the ceiling. It's just absolutely gorgeous. It really, when you look at the shadows, it really looks like a work of art. It's so pretty. So if you were one of the ones that chose option B, you were right. All right, my sweet friends, that's gonna wrap up my video today. Sorry we didn't get the whole room done, but sometimes you've got to step back and go, I gotta fix that before you move on. And that's what I had to do today. So anyway, I will talk to you guys in the next one. As always, thank you guys for your love, your support, and yeah, love you guys.